What is going on, beautiful folks? Today, we're going to be answering the question, what is a Hoover or what is hovering? Two O's or one O. Doesn't matter. It's the same thing when it comes to toxic narcissistic relationships. Like, what exactly is it? Like, how, do you get Hoover? Does everybody get Hoover? What is it? If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Let's get it, y'all. Woo, woo. What's going on, folks? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yes, hoovering. What is hoovering? The Hoover, the dreaded Hoover, the Hoover vacuum cleaner. What is it? What is hoovering? I get this question a lot. If y'all been following me for any amount of time, whatever side it's on, Hoover. That's how you spell it. Hoovering was named after a vacuum cleaner. The Hoover vacuum cleaner. It means sucking things back in, right? It means to get sucked back into a relationship dynamic. To me, as a diagnosed narcissist, hoovering is any unwanted contact after the discard phase or after you break up with them, after you leave the relationship, right? Hoovering is any, like, y'all listen to me, any, capital A-N-Y, any unwanted contact after the relationship has ended, to me, could damn near qualify as a Hoover. This is what happens. This is the mentality. This is what you will face when you're dealing with a narcissistic person, with an abusive person. They will damn near almost inevitably try to Hoover you back in. Not everybody gets Hoovered, y'all. Not everybody gets Hoovered or hovered. Hovering is like they're above you, they're around you, right? They're looking down on you, trying to pull you, they're trying to suck you back up, right? Like an alien craft. But I think when people use hovering, they really mean hoovering. They just leave out an O, right? But hovering can be the same thing. Like, imagine the aliens coming up above Earth, right? Or just like a narcissist being an alien, because narcissists can feel like aliens, right? They hovering over you and they try to suck you up. Come here, look, whoop, and they try to pull you back into their world, right? They try to pull you back in. That's what hovering is right there. Any unwanted contact. Do all narcissists Hoover? No, again, they won't try to reach out, right? But some of them will. A lot of them will. Damn near most of them will, right? Like, and I gotta say this too. I feel like I keep having to drop these nuggets right here. Whether you get hoovered or not, it is not a direct sign of your worth or value. Narcissistic people, toxic people do not get to determine your worth or value. They don't get to determine what you are worth. That's not how it works. That's not how it goes. They do not get to determine what you are worth. I know a long time they spend a long time trying to determine what you're worth. Yeah, trying to convince you to agree with their appraisal of you, right? You don't have to agree with the appraisal. You can dispute it. Even in real estate, I'm a real estate agent in North Carolina, right? You can dispute an appraisal. If it comes back too low, hey, send that back. I need to send that back right there. Send that back. That's too low. I built roots here. I redid the kitchen. I redid the basement. I redid this whole thing. Send it back. But this happens. I promise you. Hoovering means they're trying to suck you back up. They want you back, y'all. They want a round 2 or round 3 or a round 15. Yo, they can hoovering can go for as long as Lee, when will they stop hoovering? Sometimes they won't. Sometimes you have to force them to leave you alone, y'all. Let's get real with it. Let's get real and raw very early on in this video. Sometimes you have to force these toxic, manipulative bastards to leave you alone. Sometimes you have to stand up for yourself. I know a lot of these channels, including mine, I'm not trying to say I'm exempt for this. A lot of these channels, my channel included, try to damn near, they teach you to be passive sometimes. Like, you want to avoid this, you want to avoid this, you want to avoid that. Sometimes you have to tell them to leave you the fuck alone. Let's be real. Sometimes you have to, like, sometimes if they keep bothering you, keep popping up at work, keep doing this, keep doing that, keep writing you love letters when you said, hey, stop writing me love letters. Hey, don't buy me any more gifts. Hey, don't do this anymore. Hey, we're done. Can you stop doing that? Hey, we're finished. Can you stop bringing this up? Can you stop coming into my house? Can you stop calling me? Can you stop texting me? Leave me the fuck alone. Yo, sometimes you got to be direct to them. And so even that don't work. Sometimes you got to get a restraining order. Sometimes you have to arm yourself. Whatever the fuck it takes, you have to do sometimes. Right? Nothing illegal. Nothing illegal. Lee told me to whatever it takes. I'm gonna do something illegal. No, Lee did not. No, I didn't. I did not say go out there and commit any type of illegality. I did not say that. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you do that. You know what I mean? But there's so many people out there that will try to convince you that you need to be passive. Sometimes you can absolutely tell them to leave you alone. You have to, right? Like sometimes even to get a restraining order. If you don't have proof of you telling them to leave you alone, sometimes the police will tell you to break no contact and says, hey, look, you have to send a message or something like that. Sometimes you have to show us proof that you told this person to leave you alone. Sometimes I've heard that before. I'm not saying it's true or not, but I've heard it before from people I've done my coaching calls with, from people I've done one-on-ones with. It's like, well, I had to break no contact to send this message. My attorney said, send one last message, tell them to leave you alone, or you have to do this. Leave me alone. I'll have to do that. Hoovering, y'all, can last for a long time. It can go on for a long time. It can be any form, y'all. Hoovering can be something as simple as, sending you an accidental text message, a bunch of letters and numbers, a pocket dial. You ain't talked to them in 4 years, but somehow they pocket dial you. Get the hell out of here, right? You ain't talked to this person in 4 years, but somehow you get pocket dialed tonight. Hell no. You believe that? You believe that? You ain't talked to this bastard in 4 years, but somehow you get pocket out or random text. Oops, didn't mean to text you. Oopsies. You see what I'm saying? What the hell is that? That could be a Hoover. Hoovering could be sending a message through your kids, right? Telling your kids to tell you that that daddy miss you or mama miss you. That's Hoovering. Hoovering could be calling you on unwanted phone calls and unwanted text messages. Hoovering could be reaching out through PayPal. I see this bum ass dude, y'all. This is one of the funniest ones I heard. This bum ass dude was reaching out through PayPal. Well, Lee, that doesn't sound anything unusual. I've had people reach out to me, try to Hoover me through PayPal and Cash App by sending me money. I didn't say he sent money. I said he reached out. He requested money. This man requested money and was sending messages. You can't make this up. He was requesting money to send message to PayPal to send these messages. He was requesting messages. He was requesting money to send these messages. Like this, that's insane. I know that is. I know that y'all know that's insane. Like, wait, what? Yes, he was requesting the money through PayPal to try to Hoover this woman. It's crazy. But Hoovering could be that right there. Hoovering doesn't have to be this big, grandiose stuff, right? Hoovering can be small, little things that they're doing to try to fall in love with you, try to get you back into their life. Hoovering can be small things, little acts of love, little acts of contrition, little acts of kindness and little fake acts of empathy. Hoovering could be an apology, right? A fake apology, of course. I'm sorry for everything. That could be a Hoover. Writing you letters, popping up at your job, but you know what I'm saying? Sending you unwanted messages. Like, yo, I'm not trying to give people ideas, but I had somebody that signed up, like they got separated, right? She kicked him out of her house. This man, because she blocked him everywhere. This man, y'all don't believe this. This man got magazine subscriptions in his name sent to her house. She would have to call him to get him to stop. You know, he got magazine like Sports Illustrated and some stuff sent to her house, or wedding magazines sent to her house and stuff like that. Subscriptions in her name, like put her email address on certain subscriptions about reconciling after infidelity, newsletters or whatever, sent to her to try to Hoover her back in. That's Hoovering, y'all. Hoovering is any unwanted contact that is meant to trigger a response, that is meant to get you back to them, that is meant to try to suck you back into the relationship. Trying to get you to break no contact. Y'all see my group right here? My coaching courses, everything is available at mentalhealness.net. But yeah, y'all, this is how it goes. Like hoovering, like I said, it does not have to be anything over the top. It doesn't have to be grandiose. It can be small acts of love, small acts of care. Just tell y'all, hoovering can be telling you what you want to hear. Y'all, hoovering can be telling you what you want to hear. That's all that's all what a hoover can be. It can be simply is it's telling you everything that you want to hear. Well, Lee, I was on the way out the door. I had my bags packed, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they told me everything that I wanted to hear. Of course they did. Of course they told you what they wanted to hear. Why, y'all, if they want you back in their life, why would they tell you stuff that you don't want to hear? You see what I'm saying? What sense does that make right there? Why would they tell you something that you don't want to hear if they're trying to get back with you? They're going to fill your head with future faking is hoovering. Planning a trip in the future. When y'all are broken up, it's hoovering. When y'all are divorced, that's hoovering, y'all. Any unwanted contact that is meant like, Lee, is this hoovering? I got a letter in the mail for my ex. Is this hoovering? Yes. I had a text message from a fake number claiming I'm cheating. Is that hoovering? Yeah, y'all. Yes. Yes. Even if your ex reaches out to you and says, "Oh, I heard you are out on a date or whatever. Hope you're happy with this, whoever you with right now. You haven't went out on a date. You haven't went out with anybody else. They're just trying to put bait out there for you to respond to them. Hoovering is trying to get you to respond. That's what it is. That's what hoovering is, y'all. They're trying to suck you back into the relationship dynamic, whatever it was. Like hoovering doesn't have to be in the narcissistic robot overheating. Talking about hoovering. Hoovering doesn't have to be just in an intimate relationship setting, right? It could be your boss from your old job. You quit a job and then you were a great employee, great great coworker, whatever it is, great business partner. They might try to hoover you as well. Hey, I give you extra 5% ownership if you come back. An extra 1% stake in the company if you come back. I promise you. Come on back here. Come on back here, Billy Bob. You mean that's hoovering as well. Hoovering can come from your school. Like if you decided to leave a school, if you're an athlete, you try to leave a school, or you're a scholar or somebody, you decide to leave a school. Hoovering is putting you on an email drip campaign to come on back, right? Your real estate agent can hoover you after you get fired. If you fired your real estate agent, they can hoover you back in. I saw the perfect house for you. You mean I saw the perfect house for you? You just got to go pull the trigger on it. It's up to you, though. I'm here if you need me. That's what hoovering is, y'all. Any unwanted contact from anybody that you've discarded in your life. Anybody. It doesn't have to be your wife or your husband, your boyfriend, girlfriend, your fiance, whoever it is. Anybody who you feel like has wronged you and you've broken up with them in any, like a business, like I said, it could be a business relationship. That's what hoovering is. Hoovering is trying to get you to come back into this relationship dynamic. So it promising to change, and they haven't changed. I can say that with just with glee that they haven't changed. Not with glee, it's the wrong word. I can say that with just them there. I don't like to speak in absolutes, but I would say that with 95% certainty that they haven't changed. Well, Lee, what about the other 5%? I want to be in the 5%. You want to be in the 5%? I know people want to be in you want your relationship to make it through the trials and tribulations. Yeah, you don't have to go through trials and tribulations. Are you going through these trials and tribulations together, or do they put you through those trials and tribulations? Do they keep continuously doing things to upset you or to violate your boundaries or to make you mad or to make you sad? Do they keep doing the type of stuff over and over again? Where do these trials and tribulations come from? Is it an actual trial or tribulation, or is it just something that they're attributing to that? These are questions you have to ask yourself as you're moving forward, as you're trying to heal, as you're trying to grow, right? Because these are important questions. How did you get here? Where are you going right now, right? Ask yourself these questions before you accept the Hoover. Well, Lee, I got Hoovered again today. You don't have to fall for a Hoover you out. It's not, I feel like an attempted Hoover. I should have been using the word attempted Hoover, right? Because it's not really a Hoover unless they suck you back in, right? It's not really a Hoover. It's hoovering attempt. It's attempted hoovering until you get sucked back in, because that's when things change, right? That's when things switch up. Like it's attempted hoovering is when they are trying to suck you back in, when they're trying to pull you back into the relationship dynamic. That's an attempted Hoover. Hoovering, the official Hoover, happens when you get back into the relationship, or you fall for it, or you go back to them, or whatever. You reach out or reach back out to them. I can do another video on the reverse Hoover, because the reverse Hoover is when they leave you alone and you're the one that reaches out to them. right? It's still a vacuum cleaner, but it's turned off. And it's like you're climbing up the suction tube, getting and jumping back into the dirt bag, right? Jumping back into the dustbin. You climbed up you yourself. The reverse Hoover is you yourself climb into the dirt tube, climb into the tube, and jump into the dirt bag yourself. This is the reverse Hoover. I'll do another video on that, y'all. Anyways, y'all, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and I'm out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I am extremely grateful for you. Have no idea. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Helps reach more people. And click on the screen to watch another video or to browse through another playlist. There's also a link on the screen to check out my courses and my support groups to help you heal and understand what you've been through. Thank you so much again. I will see you in the next video. Peace.